Hi everyone, my name is Vaibhav and I'm Microsoft Business Application Consultant. Today we are going to have a quick overview of customer relationship management in Business Central. In this session, we will get to know about the terminologies which are used in CRM, and we will also get to know information about the contact master. So let's start. So these are the today's agenda. So if you see here, I have mentioned from the initials. So first one is what is CRM, then terminologies in CRM, salesperson, contact, interaction, opportunity, campaign, segment. So these are the terminologies basically we use in uh, CRM. And I would like to demonstrate you how these terminologies are used in Business Central CRM. So quickly move to the next slide. Now, first one is salesperson. So CRM activity actually starts with the salesperson. So if you see who is the salesperson, a company who would like to promote their sales or carry out their sales activity will need a salesperson. So for an example, a company which are in the market of software sales, maybe they are implementing Business Central or finance and operations and CRM. So salesperson will connect to lot of contacts. Contacts means like it could be company or it could be person. So he will search the market and he will see, okay, these are the particular companies which need the CRM software or Business Central or F&O based on their needs. So he will go to the market, interact with people, and will find the opportunities. So the person who are the representative who performs the sales activity is called the salesperson. Now I'm moving to the next slide, which is contact. Contact represents people or companies and enables you to store and maintain information that you typically need to marketing related activities. So for an example, a salesperson will go to the market and he will meet lot of contacts. Like contacts could be people. Okay, he could be a CEO of a company or she could be a CFO of a company. So salesperson will interact with lot of people and it could be related to companies as well, right? So these there are two type of contacts in Business Central. Either it could be a type of company or it could be a type of people. Next one is interactions. So interactions means when salesperson tries to communicate in any form with the contacts, then it is called interactions. So for an example, uh, salesperson have a phone call with the contact like a company or it could be a CFO CEO, then it is called interaction. Like he has a on-site meeting, then it is called interaction. So in Business Central we can maintain all type of interactions and communication with the contact, and we can also associate our cost with the interactions, and there is a separate module for interactions. So in our next videos we will also get to know about the interactions in details. So my next one is opportunity management. Opportunity is basically when salesperson connect with lot of contacts and he finds that okay, someone is interested to their solutions, their software or their product or services. Then salesperson will reach to that person and create opportunity in the system. There could be a different type of cycles of the opportunity. Like some opportunity could be a initial phase, could be a in the presentation phase, or could be a in a you know opportunity could be in a final stage. So there we can create the sales cycle, we can create different type of stages in the opportunity. So the all modules are available in Business Central. The next one is campaigns. Campaigns is basically, it could be a sort of activity that involves sales promotion. So for an example, it could be a, 10% off. Like a company can have an offer that, okay, we are having a solution for the healthcare industry. And, if in this month any new client comes to us, we will giving you 20% offer. Or they can have multiple discounts, rates, and whatever. So whatever the type of promotions are there, the campaigns could be created in the company, and based on the context preference, we can assign those contacts to the campaigns. Okay. Now, my next topic is segments. Segments are basically when we segment our total contacts. Like for an example, a salesperson has, visited the market, and in the last year, he, connected with, for an example, 20 people. 20 people in out of 20 people, there are 5 people who is SMEs, like small and medium industries, and those industries needed business central. So he has segmented a group of those contacts as a business central, and some of them are large industries, they need the F&O for their ERP solution. Then he can create a segment which is a F&O solution. Some could be for the CRM, some could be for the other solutions as well. Like that, if we create some group of our contacts, then it is called segments in business central. And based on segmentation, we can carry out our marketing activities. Like we would like to have a special offer for the business central clients. We would like to mail certain offers to particular type of contacts. So that can also be managed in business central. Now moving to showcase you the basic chart of CRM, how the CRM function works. So here you can see there is a salesperson who performs the business central application sales. So what he will do, he will go to the market and he will connect to lot of persons. Like for an example, I have mentioned you that contact could be a company, contact could be a person. So contact one is Mr. John. So he contact two is a company which is XYZ Limited. Contact three is a person, Mr. Smith. So like that, the salesperson has connected with lot of contacts. Then I have mentioned when the salesperson communicate with the contact, then it is called interaction. So it could be a phone call, it could be a email, meetings, or anything. So we can create a task for the interaction, or you know we can directly create the interactions for the contacts as well. So here you can see this salesperson has connected with lot of contacts, which has created interaction in the system. Then based on the interaction, out of 5 contacts, salesperson realized, okay, there are 2 contacts who seems interested in their solution. So for an example, contact one, which is Mr. John, they are looking for business central, and contact three, Mr. Smith, they are looking for the F&O solution. Okay, so what they have done, they have created the opportunities. Okay, we have created this opportunity and we are going to demonstrate our solution to the client. Based on our demonstration, uh, one of our opportunity, which is for business central, we won, and then this opportunity can be converted into quote. And second one is for F&O, which may not be won, so this could be lost. So we can have this type of management in the CRM function, and there are a lot of other functionalities as well. But this today's agenda is only for overview. So it's just overview like how the system behaves. So I'm just moving to the Business Central now. So this is basically the dashboard. Here you can see uh, this is dashboard, and you can see lot of action buttons. So you can see here contacts, opportunities, sales quote, sales order, segments, campaigns. And here you can see lot of other same buttons here, and some reports like campaign details, sales statistics, and these are called queues. So here you can see 17. 17 means there are 17 contacts which are for the category of companies. So if I click here, I can see the list of all the contacts which are for the company type. Then same way we have the contacts as a person, and there is one more functionality which is contact duplicates. So contact duplicate means if we are having some duplicate contacts based on certain parameters, then we can also see this. So if I click here, then system is showcasing that, okay, this contact 22 and 21 seems to be a duplicate contact. So if I just click on the view button, here you can see, the name is same, address is same, city is same, postcode is also same. So that's why system has detected it as a uh, duplicate contact, and there's a setup for that, so we will also get to know about this. And in the same way we can see here what are the open opportunities, what are the opportunities in 7 days, overdue opportunities, closed opportunities, what is our open sales code, sales orders, active campaigns if we are having. So, and if there is any user task, and this is direct Outlook integration where you can see how many failed emails, sent emails, or draft emails. And these are for approvals. If you have sent any approval request or you have received any approval request to approve, you can directly see in your dashboard. And this is for self-service. Here you can see the timesheets and uh, submitted timesheet, rejected timesheet, and the approved timesheet. This particular is the insights into sales and relationship. So if you see here, this is sales pipeline, which is sales cycle. So here you can see, we can see different phases of sales cycle. Like in the initials, we have total 9 number of opportunities. And if I click here, I can also see the total opportunities. Then in the same way, we can have, the how many opportunities are into the presentation stage, in the proposal, and in the signed contract. So like that, we can create our sales cycles as well, and we can see here on the dashboard. Now the next one is the opportunities. So we can see here how many opportunities we have won. Like if I click here, not started. So you can see these are one, there are only one opportunity which is not started. If I click on in progress, so there are two opportunities which are in progress, and we can see it by month, by day, by week, by year, by just navigating to these buttons. Okay, these the periods filter where you can make the same. In the same way, here you can see top 5 opportunities. So you can see, okay, these are my top 5 opportunities, and you can also once you click on the figures, you can directly navigate to your opportunities as well. So its drill down options are also available, and this is Power BI report. So you can configure your Power BI report, and directly you can see here on the dashboard. So there is a rich integration available in Business Central. And this is called report inbox, which is available in every section where you can generate your management report and the reports which you need frequently on your dashboard. So you can schedule here. Uh, so now I'm moving to the contacts. So once I click on the contacts, here you can see the contact list where you can see currently there are contact type companies, contact type person. Once I click on all, I can see here all type of contacts. And here, if you find, then you can see here you have a contact number, contact name, company name. So from which company they are associated, and if there is any business relation, and I will showcase you it one by one. So there are two ways of creation of contact in Business Central. Either we can create it manually or we can create it automatically. So firstly, I'm navigating how we can create contacts manually. So it's very simple. We need to click on the new button. Once I click on the new button, system will take here automatic generated number series. Then I can create a contact name. So for an example, I'm mentioning my name here, Webhub, and the contact type could be a type of company or type of person. So I'm a person, I'm selecting here, okay, this is a contact type person. If I'm belonging to any company, then I can also select the company name here. So for an example, I have already created a company contact, which is demo one, or I can also select here any companies. For an example, I'm selecting here First Up Consultants. So I have associated myself to business relation is vendor. So I have mentioned, okay, this is our vendor, current vendor, and this contact is basically uh, you know having our business relation as a vendor, right? If I select here any customer, like for an example, Mr. New Vendor, this is a vendor. And if I select any customer, like for an example, I select this one, Alpine Sky House, so automatically business relation change to customer. So what does it mean? It means the contact which you are having, which business relations you are having with that contact. So it could be in the business scenario case as well, right? So now I'm moving to the salesperson code. So for an example, if there is any contact and a particular salesperson always connects with that contact, so we can assign the salesperson ID here. So I have selected this Jim, and Jim is the salesperson assigned to this contact. And this is for the salutation code. So this salutation code means the salutation code that will be used when you interact with the contact. The salutation code is only used to Word documents. To see a list of salutation code already defined, click on the field. So like for an example, if we are having any email communication through a Word file, then we can define our salutation codes, and based on that, system will automatically pick. So if I showcase you formulas here, so you can see based on certain languages, I have mentioned some formal and informal words like hi, Mr., Mrs. So like that type of meanings we can have here. So this is also, we can see in the details in our upcoming videos. Then this one is called organizational level. So organizational level means the contact which you have created for the type of person. I mean, this person is on which organizational level. So if I click here on the select from full list, you can see certain organizational level like chief executive officer, chief financial officer, junior manager, manager, and we can create our own organizational levels as well. So I have selected, okay, this particular person which I have connected is a senior manager, and I have selected here, okay. In the same way, now you can see some other fields, last date time modified. So the as the name suggests, this field represents the date where when we have last modify our contact, then date of last interaction when we have done the last interaction with the contact, when we have attempted our last interaction with the contact. So here we can see, and then next task date. So for an example, if we have associated any task with the contact. So for an example, a salesperson, a task has been given by to given by sales manager to its salesperson that, okay, you have to connect with that particular contact. So sales manager can see, okay, this is my last next task date, and I need to connect this contact on this particular date. So he can directly see in the context as well. Uh, Next one is exclude from segments. So I have mentioned in the earlier part of this video that segments mean when we segment our customer based on their nature, behavior, their requirement. So like for an example, if we want certain customer or contact that we don't want to include in any segment, then we can click on this boolean. Then next one is the privacy blocked. Privacy blocked means when we turn on this boolean, then this particular contact will not be showcased in the drill down. So for an example, if we are having any masters or any, we are trying to search anything, then we have to select this contact manually. We can directly cannot see it in through the drill down. So if you see this definition by Microsoft as well, specify whether to limit access to data for the data subject during daily operations. This is useful, for example, when protecting data from changes what is under privacy review. So this contact will not be seen directly in the drill down, and it could be typed manually only. Then there are next two fields which are minor and parental consent. received. So there are, certain laws in some of the countries where if we the contact is minor and you have to connect with that contact, then you can just mark it for the information purpose. Okay, this is a minor one, and I have also received the parental consent to connect with this contact. So like this, we can select those booleans. Now moving to the next one, which is history page. So in the history, it will showcase you history of all the interactions. Like it could be a phone call, meeting, email, whatever the interactions you had with the customers, you can see all the list with the comments. And if there is any attachment, you can also see any attachment as well. So this part we will see when we will go for the interaction management. Next one is for the communication. Here we can see all the communication details for the contact. So which could be address, address to, country, region, postcode, county, if there is any. And this is called show map. So show map is basically here we can directly see the map of that particular contact. So here you can see address and those sort of information is given, and I can see direction from my location, this address, and it will directly open the map. And this is connected with the map service. Currently, I'm using the Bing map service. You can also use the Google map service. Uh, and we can directly navigate from here. This is very useful when we have installed Business Central in our phone application, and directly salesperson can open their phone, could be Android or iOS, and just go to the contact and click on direction. Then he can directly reach out to the particular contact, right? So this is very useful in those cases. And this is the contact information. So if you have an individual contact number, phone number, fax number, home page, and some sort of things, then you can mention here as well. So I'm selecting, okay, this person is, for an example, my language code is English. So I'm just putting here English and like this. If but this is for the foreign trade. So if the contact is for foreign business, then you can mention the currency code. If there is any VAT and those sort of territory information, then you can also put the territory code here. Now the last tab is for the profile questionnaire. This is very interesting. So for an example, you must have received a lot of calls from, call centers, like for the loan, or, you may have some different offers. So sometimes salesperson ask you, okay, sir, what are your age? Okay, do you want any home loan? Uh, if is there any home loan pending for you? uh, what is your salary? What are do you have any house? Do you have any car? So like that, the salesperson ask a lot of questions and put their answers. So here also in Business Central, we can create our questions, and we can just put our answers here as well. So let me showcase you how this can be done. So like for an example, I go to related contact and profile. So there are a lot of questions. So this is a personal questions, and like that we can create profile questionnaires as well. So we can create any code, as much as code that we wanted. And like for an example, I'm selecting, okay, this person is a male. The person's hobby is, for an example, football and tennis. And this their questions could be for any type. Like hobbies, the company could ask for, maybe they are organizing a campaign, and they would like to have a campaign on a football match. So they can select, okay, these are the contacts which are needed for us, because if we send the invitation for a football match, that would be great, because these people are interested in football. So we can have a marital status, like this is a married or children. And then we can have educational level. So based on the educational level, we can assign that sales type according to the person needs. And we can also think about their personality and mention here. So this basically, these answers help us to take the better you know decision making, right? So This is basically here you can see the answers we have mentioned based on the questions. So we can also manage this in the contact management. Here you can see we can also import the contact picture. We can take from the phone laptop, we can import it. So I'm just importing it right now. Any random picture. So just selecting mine one. So here you can see I have selected my picture. And you will also see based on my picture, system has automatically detected, okay, what is the gender, and they have detected a age. It's not the right one. Yeah, but we can change here as well. So there is a image analyzer artificial tool which detects your gender and age based on your photo, right? Uh, so here you can also see you can view the results of the image analysis on profile questionnaire faster. Yeah. And there are some contact statistics. So first one in the general tab, which is cost in the local currency. So if we have incurred any cost for the interactions and for our meetings, then we can see here direct total cost that we have incurred so far for this contact. Then duration minutes, how much time that we have invested for this particular contact. How many opportunities are there for this contact? What are the values of for those uh, opportunities? And the last one is what is the calculated current value in local currency. So like this, we can see here the information. If we would like to see the details, we can click and drill down. Last one is the segmentation. Here we can see, okay, these are the job responsibilities, number of job responsibilities. For an example, this person, how many job responsibilities are there. So if I click here, I can create here job responsibilities. So for an example, this is responsible for accounts payable, and he is also responsible for account receivable. So like that, I can create number of responsibilities. And in the case of companies, we can also define the industry groups. So this will be only showcased in the case of companies. So for an example, if I go back and let's see any, yeah, this is the contact type company. And here you can see organizational level is no more. It's just uneditable because we cannot assign organizational level for the type of company. It could be only type of person. But in the same way, if I click on the company, I can see here industry groups. So I can select, okay, this company is basically related to manufacturing, right? So automatically I can see, okay, this particular contact is related to industry group, which is called manufacturing. So in future, if we have any requirement, we have any solutions, we have any offers, then we can directly connect with the manufacturer clients. Then this is number of business relations. Business relations that I have mentioned you, it could be a customer, it could be a vendor, bank account, employee, or it could be a none. So currently we are having one business relation, it is a customer, but we can have multiple business relations as well. So for an example, if I showcase you my contact, here you can see multiple business relations. So if I click on Mr. X, it is showcasing multiple. And if I click here, it is showcasing this particular contact is our customer and our vendor as well. So we can have a multiple relationship with a contact, and we can directly see in this fast tab. And last one is the mailing group. So if we would like to see any bulk emails, or we would like to assign a contact into some mailing group for our communication, so we can assign a mailing group for this. And we will also see this topic into detail when we will go with the interaction topic, right? So this is, basically we have mentioned about the fields, the role center, and then we have details, and then now last one is the attachment. So here we can insert any link. So if we have any link associated with this contact, we can mention here link address and description. And if we have certain notes, we can put here notes as well. So this is a contact for manufacturing, blah, blah, blah. So we can mention any notes, right? So you can see here, this is the notes which has been added, and this note is added on which date automatically came. So now I'm moving to the actions. So here, if you can see in the process button, create opportunity. So we can create the opportunities from here, apply template. So for an example, if we would like to create new contacts and we would like to have certain information by default, then we can create those templates and apply those templates as well. So if I click here on apply templates, we have created two configuration template, and here we have also managed some of the default fields. So we can create here those fields as well. Like you can mention here, okay, first name is name, like this. And then we can have the field caption and those sort of things. And if there is any default value, you can put here. So this is basically same that we used to do with other masters as well. So next one is make phone call. We can have directly phone call to the contact. So this could be either through your phone service, could be Skype, Team, whatever. And then you can also have, your mobile phone connected with this. So like if I click on the make phone call, system will directly open your phone call service. And you can also connect your phone with the Windows contact feature or with any other service. And once you create a call, automatically interaction will also be created. Next one is create interaction. This is basically we can create an interaction from here. So it could be a type of, we can have a meeting, we can have a uh, email, we can have a, so if we would like to create a manual interaction, then we can create a manual interaction here as well. So I'm just canceling it. Do you want to finish this interaction later? No. Now moving to send emails. So we can directly send an email from here. We don't need to go to our Outlook. If we are having our Microsoft Office 365 ID associated on cloud, directly we can send the email from here as well. And we can see the stats, we can create the sales codes. Next one is the report. So in the report, you can see we can create the contact cover sheet. So if we would like to print any cover sheet for our contacts with certain informations, with the contact addresses and details, so we can print it as well. So here you can see cover sheet, we have contact information here with the phone numbers, company information, and the contact information. So I have only put this the contact company name and the contact name. And if there is any address, that can also come. Now I'm moving to navigate. So here you can navigate to the business relations. So for an example, this particular contact is created as a customer as well as a vendor. Then automatically these two fields are visible, and those two fields are uneditable or not visible, not highlighted. So if I click on the customer, then here you can see, okay, this customer is created as a vendor, and I have already moved to the customer card. And there is one more feature in Business Central where we can see, okay, this particular customer is also created as a vendor, and as a vendor, he is having this balance. In the same way, we can directly move to the vendor card. We can see the vendor information. In the same way, we can also see balance as a customer. So this particular vendor we have also as a customer, and this has this balance, right? So we are quickly moving to other buttons as well. So, if we see from the function firstly, so this is the launch wave source. So launch web source means if we are having any web source website search keywords, like for an example, we found this contact from our web source and I have typed this on my Google or in my address bar. And based on that, from this site, I have gathered this contact information. So I can create those search key words here and associate it. So how I can do, I can click on related, then related information. Uh, I think in the contacts, then company. Yeah, it is available in the type of company only. So this particular was a person. This is for the company. So now here you can see this is a highlighted one. We can use this. Now the next one is print cover sheet. So this is also same that we have covered into the report tab. Just if I click here, only the difference is that we can also print the custom information. So this is a cover sheet and we can put anything blah blah blah. And it's just like for remarks. Okay, this is please call and I would like to have a if there is any custom remarks. Okay, so this is business central prospect. So like this, we can put any information, and if we would like to log the log interaction for this cover sheet as well, so we can preview it. So here you can see this is also coming the same. The difference is that some custom text and those predefined questions is also coming. We have created on this, and please call and this. So this is also highlighted. Now moving to the next one. So for an example, if we have a contact and we would like to create a customer directly from a contact, vendor, bank or employee. So once we click any of them, like I would like to create this contact as an employee. So because company could not be an employee. So of course, I go to the actions, functions, create as employee. This is a person. So, okay, now this is the administration staff or IT staff. I have selected IT staff, a template. Automatically, employee record has been created. So if I click on navigate, you can see employee button is also visible or highlighted. So automatically this contact is related with employee as well. So multiple relationship, business relation is now contact, customer, vendor, and employee. In the same way, we can link our existing customer, vendor, bank, and employee with this contact as a business relation. So it's just same. We just need to select our respective masters. Apply template that we have already discussed. Next one is analyze picture. This picture is basically used for artificial intelligence to image detecting service. And by default, system showcase you the detected age and the sex. So here we can see the genders and the age. And for this, we have turned this service from the assisted setup. Next one is merge with. So if you would like to merge our contact with existing contact, so we can select here the contact number and we can merge this contact and all the information with this contact would be transferred to the other contact. Make phone call we have already discussed, and I think these certain things fields are we have already discussed in the process tab. Now moving to the related. Now we are into the type of persons. So in the person type, there is only job responsibility, so that we have covered already. Now if I go to the type company, so you can see these information is also highlighted. Business relations that we have discussed, industry groups we have discussed, web source we have discussed, profiles that we have also discussed, pictures and comments. We can put any comments here. So for an example, if we would like to associate and put any comments to this context, we can put here. And alternative address. Sometimes the requirement of the client is that a contact could have multiple address. And so for this, we can create those addresses here. Like for an example, I select, okay, this is the company name. Uh, and the address was on a college road, like that. We can put the city and other information. So we can have all the information and create an alternative address for that contact as well. Another cool feature is to maintain the date range of the contact address. So from which date to which date, what address is valid. Sometimes it happens. A company has a head office in Sydney, and after from 1st July onwards, they are having a contact office in Melbourne. So like that, we can also select the date range. Okay, from the 1st August, and now this address is into the picture. So we can have a list of the alternative addresses as well. Now moving to the next one, related information. So next one is a related contact. So it will showcase you all the contacts which are related to this contact. So it could be a type of company. It could be the colleague of that person. For an example, if we are talking to the salesperson is talking to the 4 or 5 persons of a same company, then we can also see it in the related contact. And if there is any relation, we can create a new entry here as well as a new contact. Segments that we have already discussed. So if this contact is related to any segments, then we can see here. Same way mailing groups. So if this contact is related to any mailing group, then we can see, okay, this is the mailing group which we are having. And the other things we have already discussed. Next one is task. So for an example, if we would like to assign any task for this contact, so we can select here. So we can create here more and more tasks, and this task could be assigned to anyone. So if you see this created task, so this task says, okay, connect with Mr. X, and this is the salesperson, and some date has been mentioned. So if someone is working on this, then he can also mention this task is closed or cancelled. So this task is not started yet, right? So we will see this into the task management topic in detail. And last one is documents. I think we have already discussed. If there is an interaction log entries, we can see. So, we have almost, completed those buttons, actions, and those fields here. Now we have completed the manual creation of contact. Now there is a other way, which is automatic creation of contact. For this, firstly, I'm moving to the marketing setup. So just letting you know how system works for the automatic creation of contacts. So here you can see 4 fields, which is business relation code. So I have mentioned here customer, vendor, bank account, and employee, and created a business relation group, and associated it with each of them. And here you can also see how many number of contacts are there for the business relationship, employee, customer, vendor, and bank. And then we also need this contact number in the numbering tab. So I have selected a number series here. So as soon as I create my customer, vendor, bank account, and employee, automatically new contact. So let's create a contact here, like automatic creation of contact. We are creating a customer. So in the customer, if I click on the new button and creating a company type customer, just putting any information like ABC Limited. For now, I'm not putting any other information. And going back to the contact master, and you can see automatic contact has been created as the type of customer. So this is called automatic creation of contact. There is other way of creation of automatic contact. So for an example, you are doing a new implementation and you forgot to insert, business relation code and those sort of things, and you have imported your customer, vendor, bank accounts, and after that you got to know, okay, you have to create the contacts for those customer, vendor, and bank accounts. So if you click here, create contact, just search it. So you will find three things: create contacts from vendors, create contact from customer, and create contacts from bank account. From these batch jobs, you can automatically create contacts for all the vendors, all the customers, and all the bank accounts. So if I click here, I can select here vendor posting group, number, name, and based on our filters, we can create our contacts directly. The last topic is for the duplication of contacts. So let me tell you how it works. So if I go to marketing setup, click on actions, functions, and I think it is not there. Yeah, here in the related, duplicate search string setup. So here you can see Microsoft has given some strings here. Okay, Microsoft will find first characters from the first name and 5 characters from the last name. 5 characters from the first and 5 characters from the last for the address. In the same way, Microsoft has given some fields. We can create our own fields as well. And if certain match criteria found based on this setup, then system will showcase you as a duplicate contact. So system is using this setup in the background to identifying the duplicate contacts. Hope this video helps you to understand the overview of CRM. In the next video, we will learn about more functionality of CRM. Thank you.